Fellow viewers, welcome to another segment of our View on Cry Out TV. I am Chodong Gumba, your humble host. Today, I will touch upon the kidnapping of His Royal Highness Sem Binglo II, Fon of Nso, and His Eminence Christian Cardinal Tumi. I will also analyze the reactions and behavior of certain parties, especially that of the Banso people. The headlines from Southern Cameroons have been stolen for the last few days by the kidnapping of His Royal Highness Fon Sem Binglo and Christian Cardinal Tumi in the village of Baba Ngoketunja. The Fon was returning to his palace, Kumbu, after being in exile for a while. The Cardinal was released about a day later, while the Fon remained held in captivity by fighters loyal to the IG of Samuel Sako Ikome, with directions from the Ngoketunja LGA chairman Francis Cheney. While the focus has been on the Fon and the Cardinal, very little or nothing was being said about other members of their convoy who were equally taken. The Fon has now been released and can be seen here drinking a much needed beer. Under threat of death, this is what the Fon had to say.
Pa, would you want to ask you something for her? Yeah, now you be fun for so. I want to ask you a question for her. Will be very brief, and I will not do it for. Let's say will be today. So I will either will be in our last day for the earth, or if it be at end time from now. You return back for village. As we go back for village, this time for election. So you be go now for go reconcile with your people them for village. But tell you say like for don't fool you all this while. They don't fool you all this while. Then you will be misled. Or you will come in a campaign.
I'd come back for go remain with my people. Apologize with them.
Say what?
And another day.
For apologize for the entire.
You apologize. Tell them what you want to tell them. Oh yeah.
I'd go back to go tell my people say I be making a mistake before I go join Lara Republic. I don't come back to Amazonia, and I remain in Amazonia and die in Amazonia.
The Fon said he was apologetic for being part of La Republique and will hence desist from doing so. Let's mention here that the Fon had clearly indicated in the first video released after he was initially kidnapped that he was for one Cameroon, as you can hear him speak from this video while in captivity.
Your Majesty, good morning.
Good morning.
You are currently in Ngoketunja, and we are the Ambassador Restoration Forces. We have some few questions for you. Your Majesty, Your Highness, you as a Fon of the people of So, are you aware of the current crisis in your land?
Yes, I'm aware.
What have you done to protect your people and Amazonia from La Republique in this crisis?
I told the government that they should not be killing my people. That they should instead go in for a dialogue. Because this killing tomorrow, why shall we have?
Your Highness, we the people of Amazonia, we see your name as a candidate for La Republique regional election. Is that true?
I am there as a Fon.
But we see your name as a candidate. That means you will be voted in the.
You are one of the candidates.
The candidate of the upcoming La Republique regional election. Is that true? Are you a candidate?
Yes, I've not seen, but I heard
that you are a candidate.
We have it here.
Okay, what do you have to tell us about that? That you are the Fon of the people, put on the throne by the people and be respected by the people, and your people are being killed and then you are not going out to look for the solution to how you can stop your people from being killed, and then you are instead going in for an election. Do you see that as a way out, as a traditional ruler of the people? Do you see that going in for an election in the midst of war that people are being killed? Are you see it as a solution?
No, it's not there.
Then why do you accept that?
I mean that I was not there when they were.
Okay, you are not aware of it.
Yes.
Okay, you are not aware. Okay, let's go very fast. Okay, you have heard about this. You have heard about the killing of children in schools. You have heard mystery things that are happening in our children teachers in school. What is your opinion about this school resumption in Amazonia?
When I go back now, I and my counselor will sit to see what we can do. Because I cannot sit here and give you and take a decision with you people.
So upon all the killing that were killing schools, children in school, kidnapping teachers, kidnapping students, so what is your thought on that about school resumption? As far as school resumption is concerned?
No, I wouldn't accept that the school should continue.
Yeah.
If the children are being killed,
so okay.
I cannot accept it.
So now that our children really need that education, and they are trying to acquire the education, and they are being killed, they are being kidnapped, what is your advice on that? What can we do for the children to effectively go back to school now in this midst of this war?
This war.
That's a tough question for me.
The question is not tough until you have tried to answer.
What is your own advice
What is that? Yes.
to others that are still going to school? Meanwhile, there is a crisis in Cameroon.
I will advise them to hold on first.
Holding on forever, or what do you think is the solution to for us to put in place for our children to effectively go to school in the midst of this crisis?
You don't have something to say.
Hmm?
You don't have something to say.
No.
Okay.
I thought they are giving you a question.
For the last one.
Okay, lastly, Mbe, now that you are a fund of the South people, you are an Amazonia, and you have told us here that you have been nominated a candidate of the Republic regional election, and you have earlier told us that you have tell the Amazonian Reserve Forces to start fighting the government.
To stop fighting
Military.
because they don't have weapons.
Now that you are here now, we consider you as an enabler. Do you know so? That you are enabling la public activities in Amazonia.
Because they are abandoned people.
Are you aware of that?
No.
Okay, now that you are here, any person that is enabling la public in this Amazonian land, you are a blind to us. Now that you are here, because the only thing that is going to happen now here is that justice is going to take its course. So what after your justice? What is your advice to other funds in Amazonia and chiefs?
I would only advise them to to work together with their people.
By going in for regional elections?
No.
No. By telling the international community that peace is returning in Cameroon normally.
Everything is normalcy.
Or by
Normalcy is coming.
No. I said they say the foreign countries will come before they start to settle the peace.
So are you? So as we are here now, heading to the village, are you for one Cameroon federation or for separation?
I am for one Cameroon.
Okay. Thank you very much. God bless you. And justice.
Wait, let me ask you some question.
The fund did show a lot of heart by asserting that he stood for a united Cameroon. Under the threats of guns, he did not waver. The change of stance can clearly be attributed to threats and conditions posed by his captors. While I decry and condemn such acts, I have no choice but to make the following observations and tell the truth as it is. Why was the phone not released at the same time as the Cardinal? Better yet, why did the Cardinal decide to travel in the same convoy as the phone? It is claimed in some quarters that the Cardinal was released because of his frail health. So, did his captors not know that he was 90 years old? Listen to this bad joke in the name of an interrogation.
Good morning, the Lordship Cardinal.
Thank you.
Yeah, today is the 6th of November 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good to like you.
Yes, I feel that. How are you doing now?
Not badly. I feel as good as I arrived here.
Okay.
Although I've not eaten since yesterday.
Okay, no
but
problem.
I feel fit.
Okay. I hope that we did not arrest you nor kidnap you.
I don't think so.
We were on our checkpoint because we need to know who is entering our land and who is going out of our land.
Exactly.
But unfortunately, we met you without informing us that you are coming to our territory. So
No, I was not coming to your territory. I was passing through.
okay, yeah. So it's always our duty to always be on routine checking
Yes.
to see that our territory is safe.
That's a good thing.
Okay, we didn't arrest you, nor we kidnap you. We pull you out for questioning. All right? We pull you out for questioning, and we have questioned you. Is it okay?
I'm perfectly all right, and I will write you to publish the results of the questioning.
Okay. And we have not.
That would be another way of informing the government of what is happening.
Okay. We have not taken you any ransom. Have we taken any money or anything for your release?
Not a coin.
Okay. So you will be going back to the message that we have given you, and you know the message as we have conversed.
Yes.
So you as a great figure in this Southern Cameroon, that we believe, we have an allegation about you that you are the one that are creating problem with our territory. First, the fighters that are on the ground, the Amazonian Restoration Forces, that you have the routine of helping them to lay down their arms to the DDR.
All of us are fighting for peace.
So
even you.
When we heard of that, and when we saw you on our rotate checkpoint, we had the opportunity to discuss with you for that. But what we are saying, that we cannot hear proof that you are not doing that. That is what we believe that you are doing. But you are now free to go and let the Republic know that we will never lay arms till our freedoms come. We will never lay arms till our freedoms come, because we are fighting for our rights. We are not rebels. We are not barbaric, as the Republic say. We are fighting for our rights as a people.
At any rate,
So,
Republic, I'm not a member of the. I'm a Cameroonian citizen like you, but I'm not part of the government. I'm totally independent of what I say. I am not the mouthpiece of the government, because I'm not employed by the government. When I speak like a pastor, and that I can never stop doing. If I stop doing that, I will not be faithful to God, the Almighty.
Okay.
If you have done wrong, I will tell you you have done wrong. If the government, the Republic has done wrong, I will say they have done wrong.
And again, another allegation about you is about federation. That is our allegation. That's the allegation that I've heard, that you are fighting for federation. But I am not saying that you should talk for a way, but this is what we are the one fighting.
You are right.
Okay, we are the one fighting. We are not fighting for federation, nor any special status, because we believe that we are a country in 1961, that we all know.
That's your freedom.
Okay, now we are fighting for freedom. Then you know that all our boys that, according to the allegation, you have made them to lay down their arms. Many of them have been killed.
I don't know who are those. I don't know.
So from today, we just called you for questioning, and now you are free to go and tell the story to La Republique. Okay? May God be with you.
Point of correction. I will preach what is the truth, and pastoral conviction, biblical conviction. And for that, I will never, nobody has the right to tell me to preach the contrary, because I was called by God.
We observed the Banso community rise in their numbers to condemn this kidnapping and clamor for the release of their phone. Why did the Banso people not do the same when their phone was kidnapped 3 times in 2 weeks in 2018? Was it because it happened in his homeland of Bui and not Ngoketunjia, a neighboring division? 2 Banso princes, Fanka Bia and Fonzeyuf Collins, were also killed in 2018. But we did not see this kind of uproar. Where were the Banso people when Southwest chiefs were being butchered? Chief Mbandanje of Lisoka village in Fako, Southern Zone. Chief Ekabe Nyongo of Ngongo village in Meme, Southern Zone. Chief Oscar Ebako of Dika village, Southern Zone. Chief Eso Ito of Ekondo Titi, Southern Zone. Chief Nwese Ekukola of Esukutan village. And Chief Molinge Francis of Liwula Malale, killed the same day the phone of So and the Cardinal were kidnapped. Are we going to turn a blind eye to tribalism? The people of the Southwest are not celebrating that your phone was kidnapped. They simply question, why are you all only waking up when the custodian of your tradition is touched? The tribalism is so evident that within the ADF camp, Tapang Ivo and his fellow Facebook generals were at each other's necks on the issue because one is Banso and the other is not. We saw Banso sons and daughters threatening their fellow brothers with retaliation if their phone is not released. We were very positive that the phone will be released with the mounting pressure. In the case of the Southwest chiefs, they were not given the luxury to leave. The chiefs were accused of sacrificing a virgin girl to destroy the revolution. To this day, not a single soul has come forward with the name and family ties of the said virgin. After seeing Fombinglo drinking beer, many Southwesterners were quickly reminded of the horrors their own chiefs have faced. When the fawn was kidnapped 3 times in 2018, he was accused of performing traditional rites to weaken the Odeshi or talismans used by the separatist fighters. However, when these facts are brought to light, the usual naysayers and ill-intentioned persons are quick to say this is a divide and rule strategy. This is a post on my Facebook page to see the reaction of some of our people. True enough, it did not take long for the usual suspects to appear with their half-baked logic. Such foolhardiness does not only encourage confusion, but keeps some people from speaking the glaring truth. The point here is not to rant about who is tribalistic and who is not. The point is to remind our people that tribalism has always been a very big problem in our society. We can only ignore it for so long before we face the reality and create all the conditions for a peaceful coexistence, regardless of tribe or opinion. To separatist fighters, it is not the Fononso who will give you independence. If he was the one withholding your independence, you would have easily had it while he was on exile. Stop acting irrationally. You may be inviting the wrath of the international community upon your heads. Our view is proposed to provide investigative reporting content aimed at presenting the truth to our viewers. If you enjoyed our show, please support us by downloading our app on Play Store and App Store, and by subscribing to our YouTube channel and following our social media pages. In the near future, all our investigations will be on our app. We urge you all to download the Cry Out app now so you don't miss our next episode. Thank you all for your time and stay tuned.